Good afternoon and happy Halloween, Ravens. Welcome to another edition of ONW Now. I'm Grandma Struck alongside Papa McKevins.
In this week's spooky episode, we have plenty of interesting stories for you, and Anna Marie aren't getting any younger, so let's just get it going. ONW sports teams and clubs open up their trunks to the kids from the community for the annual Trunk or Treat. Let's hand it over to Macy Standen for a better look into it.
Why should people come to Trunk or Treat?
I think it's a great way for kids to meet high schoolers and see kind of the clubs that we have at ONW.
What's your favorite part about Trunk or Treat?
We really like getting to see all of the kids with their costumes and just providing a good way to interact with everyone and show them a little bit more about cultures around the world.
Probably seeing all the kids in their costumes,
service
creative
hours.
ideas.
Trunk or Treat helps ONW students connect with their community.
Trunk or Treat is a fun way to give back to the community and the families around. And the kids that come here are the cutest little things ever. And it's fun to give them candy and see their costumes.
Seeing all the little kids, they're just so happy and all the hard work that everybody's put in to create their trunks.
It's you kind of get to hang out with your friends and give back to the community, so it's really cool.
Can you guys tell us who you guys are?
Dead softball player and Darth Vader.
I'm a hockey player.
What's your guys' favorite candy?
Almond Joy.
Twix.
What's your favorite Halloween thing so far?
W sumie to przebieranie się w stroje i ogólnie chodzenie po różnych sklepach, żeby znaleźć te stroje.
A saída ir pra casa das pessoas para pedir doce e se fantasiar é legal também.
For Rachel Hyde and the rest of the Convergence team, this has been Macy Standen.
Halloween isn't just a night for spooks and fright, but also spreading kindness. Let's take it to Andrew McCubbins for a look into those who allow every kid to enjoy this night.
Walking and Rolling Costumes is a nonprofit organization that builds costumes for kids in walkers and wheelchairs free of charge to the families.
Though the core is in Olathe, Walking and Rolling Costumes is based nationwide.
We launched Walking and Rolling Costumes in January 2015, and we started building costumes for kids all over the nation that first year. We ended up building 10 costumes for 10 kids, and our biggest struggle has just been trying to raise funds to build these costumes and keep them free for the kids. We have about 150 volunteers all over the nation, so we have the manpower. But we don't have the funds in order to keep them free for the families. So it really limits us to how many costumes we can build, trying to stay within our budgets. We have built anything from a Back to the Future DeLorean to done Batmobiles, Cinderella carriages. Probably some of our most memorable ones would be the Ant-Man costumes that caught the attention of the cast of Ant-Man and the special effects team at Marvel. So that was pretty cool. And then we've done things like the Arrowhead Stadium that just came out this year that's been making the rounds with the Chiefs players, and the ones that really grab attention of a large audience really kind of are exciting for us to see how far it goes and things like that.
Well, have you ever wondered what it would be like to visit a real haunted house? Because we have. Nandini Rainey Kendi visited John Warnell's house to see what secrets those haunted halls hold.
As Halloween season begins, ghost stories start getting told. This ghost story could be true in a historic house in Kansas City.
This house was built in 1858 by John Bristow Warnell, which is where we get all of our Warnell namesakes from Kansas City today from. Now, the original Warnell family was purchased 500 acres of land from Henry McCoy, who was actually the founder of Westport, in 1843. And they were living in a one-room log cabin up until the construction of this house. They started in 1856 and then finished in 1858, and it's a Greek Revival style home.
There's been much evidence that the Warnell house is truly haunted.
I mean, I've worked here since 2011, and there have definitely been some creepy anomalies over the years. I've heard some footsteps follow me out of rooms every once in a while, and there's been a few times where I've been working in the house and heard people talking out on the porches, and I've opened up the doors and there's been nobody there. So we've had girls on Girl Scout troops going through the house and saying that they've seen a soldier standing on the landing of the stairs, as well as some eerie footsteps. And we've also had a few paranormal investigators over the years who have come through, and they've actually gotten EVPs of such things as don't touch that. and other things. One of the more particular ones is the smell of cherry tobacco smoke in the house, which was a favorite of John Warnell's during his lifetime, and some people say that they smelled it over the years. I try not to delve too deep into it because I'm here by myself quite often, but I would not put it past the house to have some lingering spirits.
If you're looking for a ghost tour, you'll have to wait till next year, but they can do daily museum tours that you can book on their website, warnellmajors.org.
It's time for sports. Let's toss it over to game day.
What's up, Ravens? Welcome back to Game Day Northwest. I'm your hot dog, Annabelle Glasscock, alongside Andrew Beckwith to catch you up on Raven Athletics.
Last Tuesday, the boys' soccer team took over to Wyandotte High School to battle it out with the Bulldogs. Davis Gerson stood out in the match, pulling a rabbit out of his hat trick, scoring 3 goals. Colin Gann also chipped in with a goal. The Ravens gauged the Bulldogs 4-0. ONW plays in the regional championship game against Olathe West tonight at 5 over at CBAC. So be sure to pop out and make sure you make some noise for the boys.
The ONW gymnastics team had 5 representatives at the state championship at Olathe South on Saturday. Brooke Elam had a very impressive day as she took home first place in the all-around. Way to go, Brooke. For the rest of the team, Amber Elam finished 9th, Hallie Robertson 14th, and Caitlin McLeod 24th. As a team, the Lady Ravens finished in 2nd place at state. It was a silky smooth season, Ravens. Great work.
Saturday was a busy board for the Raven Athletics as our Lady Ravens volleyball team played in their sub-state game against Mill Valley at Shawnee Mission Northwest. The Ravens won the first set 25-20, but dropped the second set 25-21. The Jaguars got the best of the Lady Ravens in the last set, ending ONW season. Thank you for all you've done this year, and we'll miss you next year.
The Ravens football team battled rival Olathe North Friday night in their final regular season game. The boys gave it their all, but the Eagles' defense made it hard for the Ravens' offense to get anything going until Trevor Bolden caught a touchdown in the right corner of the end zone in the second half. The Eagles took the win, but the rivals meet again this Friday at ODAC in the first round of the playoffs. Be sure to come out and cheer on your boys.
They ran, and some ran faster than others. The Ravens cross-country team competed at the regionals last Saturday at Johnson County Community College. Lydia McLaughlin took 9th place, Malia Wardlock took 17th place, and Logan Reed took 6th place, qualifying for state. The girls' team placed 5th as a team, and the boys placed 6th. Come out and support these 3 runners this Saturday at Rimrock and Lawrence. Good luck, Ravens. Well, that's all for this week in Raven Athletics. Be sure to tune in to the show next week, and we'll take a look at the end of fall sports, and we'll go to winter sports. From Hot Diggity Dog and Beckwith, this has been ONW Game Day. Now back to the desk.
With Halloween upon us, we will take it to Olivia Garza for this week's spooky edition of Word from the Halls.
What's up, Ravens? It's Olivia Garza and Annabelle Glasscock bringing you this week's spooky edition of Word from the Halls. I think it's gonna be a good one, but I'm not trying to have a cow or anything. Are pumpkins a fruit or a vegetable?
I'm gonna go with vegetable.
A fruit. It's got seeds.
I think a vegetable has seeds, so it's a vegetable.
These are vegetables.
It's a protein.
Fruit. Yep.
Vegetable. Don't vegetables have seeds though? Next question. How many licks does it take to actually get to the center of a Tootsie Pop?
3. It's like lick lick crunch.
Like 42?
39,000. It's 252. What were the first jack-o'-lanterns made out of? Wood.
Radishes.
Squash. Goat stomach.
Pumpkins. Cantaloupes.
It's turnips.
I don't know what that is.
How many colors are in a regular sized bag of M&M's?
3. Brown, orange,
6.
yellow, blue. 5.
5.
7.
5.
1.
6. How many pounds was the largest pumpkin ever recorded?
1,272 pounds.
43 pounds. 2,000.
60 pounds.
200 pounds. 2,069 pounds.
That's pretty crazy.
What was the most popular candy sold last year?
Candy corn. Cotton candy.
Candy corn.
Kit Kat.
Candy corn. It's awful.
Kit Kat. Reese's.
Kit Kats. 1952.
I know, Skittles.
Skittles. That's all for me and Annabelle today, Ravens. Have a safe and happy Halloween. Peace out.
Thank you all for tuning in to this week's episode of ONW Now. We hope you have a great rest of the year today, and please be safe tonight on Halloween. I'm going to need a nap.
Me too, but for Papa McCubbins and the rest of the Convergence team, this has been Grandma Struck. And as the young kids say, have a lit Halloween, Ravens.